Okay, Sagittarius, it's your turn. This is your August 2019 general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we have going on for you guys. Hey Rebecca, thanks for watching. So again, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone or it may apply differently to different people. If you would like an individual reading with me, you can schedule that by clicking the link to my calendar. Good to see you, girl. And you can always check your moon sign reading and your rising sign reading as well. Okay, what's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August 2019? There we go. Wow. Huh. How interesting. A lot of the similar cards are coming up so far. Lots of them. Very interesting. Okay, so at the center of the situation, so starting off the month of August for Sagittarius, it looks like you guys might be starting off kind of focusing on the negative things or focusing on the things that are not going right in your life or not going the way that you want them to. We've got the Five of Cups here, which would indicate that. So kind of like having a little bit of like negativity, feeling kind of down, feeling kind of like, things may not get better, but there is still good things going on in your life. It's just that you're focusing a little bit more on the negative at the beginning of the month anyways. And that's likely probably due to us just coming off of a Mercury retrograde phase. Mercury just went direct yesterday. So yesterday as in, so you could be listening to this at any time during the month. So July 31st, depending on where you are in the world, either July 31st or August 1st, Mercury went retrograde for you. And so that probably had a lot of people, this card's come up for every sign so far. And I'm moving backwards from Pisces. So feeling like there's a situation where you don't really have much control, or you feel like you're having to wait for something to pass in order for you to move forward or to feel better or to feel unstuck. So that's passing. It's starting off your month that way, but it's passing. So even though that's like kind of the way the month is starting and it's passing and you're still feeling a little bit like things aren't exactly going the way you want them to, or you're still, now here's the thing with this card, like sure, it's important for us to be aware of what's not going well in our lives, or what's, maybe the negative things in our lives, aware enough for us to realize that they're there, to recognize them, to acknowledge them, and then to be able to do something about it. But it's not meant to be wallowed in, right? It's just for awareness. Because there are several good things going on in your life, like you're starting something new. Sagittarius is likely starting something new in August. And again, this is coming off of a new moon as well, like the super black new moon. So starting a new journey in some area of your life, which you have maybe wanted to start for a while, but has felt like it's been on hold. And this new journey that you're taking could have something to do with love and romance, or it could have stuff to do with other things as well. We'll pull more cards and find out. So this is amazing to have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups, which feel like you're stuck and you're focusing on the negative. And at the same time, the Star card, which is all your hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. So maybe you're feeling torn between them, right? Or in one moment you feel this, and the other moment you feel that. And it's kind of this back and forth, up and down feeling. So moving forward, what's to come for August? This is good. Emotional movement, making progress. Okay, but there's probably still some grieving that has to happen. And for some of you, it looks like there may be grieving a loss of a relationship. or the loss of something that you loved. That's hilarious. I turn off all my phones. And somehow there's another phone in the room. Oh, I'll just leave it. It will pass. We serenade it right now. Okay, so, yeah, so part of this, like, feeling, focusing on the negative stuff may have to do with some sadness or grief over, right, Rebecca? I'm trying to be serious here, do a reading. Come on, right? Like, no matter what, I somehow always seem to be interrupted by something, either an airplane, or the kids screaming, or the grandma doing something loud. And now there's mysteriously a third phone in the room. Must be grandma's. Anyway. Oh, okay. We're being serenaded, right? So like when things are not going the way you want, just listen to the music. You know, this is so great. It's beautiful music. Signs of life. I totally believe in that. Like everything that ends up happening, whether you expected it to or not. Oh, I know what it is. It's an alarm. It's not going to go off. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. Something has happened in like almost every video so far. And we're live. I'm going to turn it off. Oh. No, I'm going to turn it off because it's an alarm. Okay, we're good. Now there's a knock at the door. We'll just carry on. Oh my goodness. So, yes, like you were saying, Rebecca, I totally agree with you on that. Signs of life, you know, the things that happen, like, end up being symbolic. Hold on, sweetheart. I'm doing a video. I need to tell you something. Okay, so Sagittarius, if all of this were signs for you, the signs would be like stop and listen to the music, and like you may be getting messages. Okay, so the next few cards, if pages come up in the next few cards, pages are messengers. So either pages are going to come up in some of the cards, or we're going to just see that this is the message. Like someone's got something to tell you this month, right? Some people may be pulling at your attention. Alarms may be going off somehow. You may be pulled in several directions. And actually that probably makes sense here with the Seven of Cups. So in the what's to come section is there's a feeling of overwhelm. You may be pulled in several directions. You may have several options of things and not sure which option to take or what to do or which fire to put out at that particular moment or which thing to handle right now because there's a lot going on. Clearly there's a lot going on. Messages, someone calling for you, someone wanting to tell you something, an alarm going off. But you know what? It was beautiful music. So like, just let it happen too. This was another thing that happened to me this morning. As I was doing my stretches and my morning routine, my dog was really getting in my way and just wanting to snuggle and be loving and everything. And at first I was getting frustrated, and then I thought, you know what? Just stop and spend some time with him for a minute. And it was really, really nice. So I kind of feel like that's the energy for you, Sagittarius, for the month of August. There may be a lot going on, a lot of things that may feel frustrating, that may not necessarily be going the way you want. Some things to maybe grieve over and to let go of, to like allow that grief process to happen. And that may be related to a relationship or related to something or someone that you loved. And then just feeling overwhelmed with all of the daily tasks and all of the interruptions that happen. And just kind of feeling like you're carrying a burden, right? You maybe even be carrying a burden for a loved one, or feel like there's this burdensome process that you feel like or think that you have to go through in order to get all of your hopes and dreams and wishes to come true. But there is emotional movement through this. This is nice, like you're not stuck anymore. You may start out the month feeling kind of stuck, but then there's movement. There's emotional movement, moving forward. The Knight of Cups here is moving forward, emotions moving forward, and getting rid of that stuck feeling that maybe the month is starting off with. Okay, so other energies operating in the situation, a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, like a new physical beginning. So this is good. So, and this is right after feeling overwhelmed as well. So feeling overwhelmed and like you have lots of options and not sure which option to choose. There's emotional movement. So allowing that grief to happen, allowing those emotions to come up, to sit with them and then let them pass is going to bring about a new physical beginning for you. I knew it. Page of Swords. I called it. There was going to be pages in this. It's so funny. Okay. So there's messages. You have messages coming into you. This is also like, you know, like maybe through electronic messages like through the internet or email or messenger or something. You may be getting messages in those ways. There's also going to be messages for you in the thoughts that you're having. So repetitive thoughts that you're having hold some type of message for you. Now, the thought may not actually be the message. The thought could be like, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, or whatever. Like, that's not the message. The message in that is that something is draining you, and you can figure out what it is that's draining you, and then you can decide, you know, how to handle that, right? Like prioritize maybe, fill your cup somehow, self-care somehow. But the fact that you're having this repetitive thought is also a message to you that you need to make some type of shift. So pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the alarms that are going off, the messages that you're receiving. Yeah. And then the Tower card. So here's the thing. So really, 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 really pay attention to the messages that are coming to you. This could be coming in the form of animals, dreams, repetitive thoughts, words that other people are saying to you, actual street signs, emails, like social media, whatever. But like everything around you is going to be like the universe trying to grab your attention about something. And it may likely be related to something that you're feeling overwhelmed about, feeling like you're carrying too big of a burden. And so you're going to be receiving messages about this. And then also messages about grief and processing. And so I also really feel like for some of you, there may be clear messages from a loved one who's passed on. And there's sadness and grief over the loss of this person that you loved, and they're going to be sending you messages. I really, really strongly feel that right now. And so listen to these messages, like really listen to these messages. Pay attention, be present in the moment, because blocking messages that are really meant to you for you can sometimes put you into a situation where the universe is trying to get your attention, like throwing you a sign, right? Throwing you a message from a loved one, like sending you all of these things, reaching out, trying to get your attention about something, trying to help you, and you're not hearing and you're not listening. And so the message gets louder, and maybe it gets a little bit louder, and then it could be like a nightmare, right? Because there's dreams and then there's nightmares that are really trying to grab your attention, right? And then it could be an accident of some kind. See, we've got the Tower card here. So like when you don't pay attention to the messages that you're being sent, the messages are going to get louder, and then it's going to be like, okay, the shit's hitting the fan because we're rearranging this for you since you weren't able to do the rearranging yourself. And that's okay. It happens to all of us. But again, remember that the Tower card is not a terrible, disastrous thing. Even though it feels like that, it's always to bring about awareness and to kind of like give you like a clean slate to start over in a certain area. Page of Rods. I knew it. This month is going to be about messages. Like really, really, the universe is trying to get your attention about something. So this is like messages through work. This is spiritual messages. All of the things that I was just talking about, who your messengers could be this month. And the Seven of Swords. So some of this messages could be like you're feeling like something is being taken from you at some point throughout the month. And this could also be that feeling of grief and sadness and loss, like maybe someone was taken from you or something has been taken from you. and maybe it meant a lot to you or something, and there's sadness and grief and all of that. So listen to the messages. Like, the messages could either be helping you find something, could help you find comfort and peace within your heart about something, could be a message from a loved one that would help you feel better, right? And then Queen of Cups, yes. So nurturing your emotions. Seriously connect to your emotions this month, Sag. Your emotions are going to have a lot of information for you as well. Okay, so what is the universe trying to tell you? I mean, and overall, the universe is trying to tell you that not everything is so bad as you may think it is. So focus on the positive things. And this is the thing, it's the next step. These messages are also going to be leading you to whatever the next step is. Go in this direction. No, go in this direction. No, this is the next step. No, this is what you should be focusing on. No, this is the right choice. Like, these are the types of messages that the universe is really going to be sending to you this month. So listen to them. Listen to them. Okay. Romance card. What is a Sagittarius romance card for August 2019? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Again, like nurturing your own emotions, getting clear with and connecting with your own emotions, and then having heart-to-heart discussions with someone about that. Very good. Okay, 72 Names of God card. Love it. One of my favorites, Dialing God. Dialing God. Using this name, I can activate direct dial to God, which is hilarious because, like, the phone was ringing at the beginning of the reading, right? Dialing God. Oh my God, I love it. Comes full circle. Using this name, I can activate direct dial to God. I take in the name I dial. I connect. My truest prayers are answered at this speed of light. And, like, your prayers are going to be answered in these messages that are coming to you as well. Oh my God, I love this for you guys. This is exciting. I cannot wait. If you guys could, I would love, right, Rebecca, right? I would love for you guys throughout the month to just come back to this video and post in the comments the signs that you're seeing, the messages that you're getting, the connection with God that you're having, right? I love it. I love this. Please share this with me. I want to hear about it. I would love to hear about it. Okay, so speaking of loved ones who have passed, I have pulled out a Wayne Dyer deck, who I absolutely love, to add a Wayne Dyer card. This is about success and inner peace. So, what is your success and inner peace card for Sagittarius for August 2019? This has been a fun reading. Oh my God. Go with the flow, Sagittarius. Just go with the flow, right? Go where the signs are calling you and showing you and directing you. Allow your emotions to just come up and pass. Allow yourself to grieve anything that needs grieving. Okay, you get 2 cards. The 9th secret, treasure your divinity. Again, like dialing God, right? Treasure your divinity. Realize that there's no place that God is not. I love it. The God presence is everywhere. Therefore, it must be in all that you perceive to be missing from your life. You're already connected to all that you'd like to attract in your life by this universal, all-powerful spirit called God. Love it. Okay, and then the 8th secret, treat yourself as if you already are what you'd like to be. Act as if in all your relationships. And one of the last one, I think Capricorn got this as well. In your interactions with your lovers, co-workers, and family members, act as if, maybe it was Pisces, might have been Pisces, either way, someone just got this card as well. In your interactions with your lovers, co-workers, and family members, act as if what you'd like to materialize in these relationships is already there. Very good. Okay, there you go, Sagittarius. This is your reading for August 2019. And if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Check your moon sign and your rising sign readings. And if you'd like, you can always schedule an individual personalized reading with me by clicking the link to my calendar. Okay, love you guys.